Using debit and credit. Hi guys, this is Jesse Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this evening, we'll have a bit of a nerdy topic wherein mag-discuss ta kung saan rules of debit and credit and how to make basic journal entries. So accounting would be considered one of the most difficult subjects sa college para sa mga business students. Whether business management ka, business administration, entrepreneurship, and accountancy students, medyo ba? Lisod yun. Lisod yun ang accounting, no? Because it's very technical. It's a new topic for a lot of students, especially katong dili gikan sa accounting and business management nga senior high school strand. And it involves a lot of new terms. Sa terms pa lang daan, marag mag-nosebleed na ka. And all the more pag-abot nato sa mga computation, sa mga journal entries, and mga accounting stuffs. So for this evening, I will try to go over the rules of debit and credit and journalizing in a few minutes, and just give me a feedback kung medyo lisod ba, dili masabtan, or naabatay revision nga kailangan nato buhaton sa atuang discussion. Okay, so let us start. So we have here the rules of debit and credit, and later on I'll be teaching you how to make basic journal entries. So ingani ang dagway sa journal entry. Magbutang tag date na ay transaction or particulars. We have an account nga gina-debit, we have an account nga gina-credit, naapod tay a column for the debit amounts, and then another column for the credit amounts, together with the explanation discussing on or giving a description unsa ang nahitabo nga transaction or para asan ni siya nga journal entry. Another thing that I wanted to discuss is kanang ginatawag nga accounting cycle. So the accounting cycle is the process nga ato ang agian in order to produce financial statements. Kanang ginatawag nato nga income statement, balance sheet, and other financial statements like cash flow statement, statement of changes and equity, and so on and so forth. So it starts with journal entries, ledger, unadjusted, adjusting entries, adjusted trial balance, financial statement, closing entries, and then the post-closing trial balance. So every student of accounting undergoes the same process of learning, application, and mastery. And para sa mga accountancy students, no, it is very important na ma-master sa yun ninyo ning accounting cycle para mas nindot ang inyong foundation when trying to learn intermediate accounting, mga advanced accounting, cost accounting. Kaya again, mao yun siya ang foundation. So, kung dili pa lang daan, dili nakakasabot, then most likely, pag abot ninyo sa higher accounting, maglisod ng yun mo. So, the rules of debit and credit. The way I normally describe this one or discuss this one with my students is that do not associate, for now, do not associate any definition sa debit and credit because it will only derive meaning, magka-meaning lang na sila if i-identify nato first ang account title. Mabitaw nang in journalizing na ako'y 4-step process. Number 1 is to analyze the financial transaction. Remember, you are recording in behalf of the business and not for the owner. So, basahan tarong ang transaction, i-analyze unsa ang nahitabo. Kung kaya nimo siya ma-imagine or kung kaya nimo mag-roleplay or ma-simulate sa imong utok unsa ang nahitabo nga financial transaction sa business, then the better para ma-visualize nimo unsa gyud ang nahitabo. And remember, para sa business ang imuhang recording, dili not for the owner. Dagan mo mga estudyante ang malibog tungod kay sometimes they record in the point of view of the owner instead of the business. So again, para sa business ta naga-record. The second step is to identify the affected accounts. Later, I'll be introducing to you unsa ang mga accounts na kailangan nato ma-remember and ma-familiarize para mas makabaluta sa ato ang journal entries. Then number 3, determine if the account has increased or decreased. So after identifying unsang account ang affected, we have to determine if nadungagan ba siya or nabawasan. And after we determine whether the account has increased or decreased, that's the only time na mag-decide ta if it should be debited or credited. And once all of those things has been identified already, okay na ta sa 1, 2, and 3, then pwede na ta mag-journal entries. So, unsa man ni siya nga mga accounts. So, there are 6 accounts that we need to familiarize ourselves with. Nasa'y mnemonics. Mnemonics may term na. Basta, ang kailangan lang nato timan-an is kaning ginatawag na dealer. Okay? D-E-A-N-L-E-R. Dealer. So, each of these letters stands for a particular account. So, D stands for dividends or drawings. E is expenses. A is for assets. So, kaning tulo, the first D, E, A, the first 3 letters represents accounts that are increased by debit. Again naroon ay plus. So, kani siya nga mga account, para madungagan ni sila, or if madungagan ni sila, it demands a debit sa ato ang journal entry. And if bawasan po nato ni sila, naroon minus, it demands a credit. Okay? So, the next 3 letters, L-E-R, liabilities, equity, and revenue or income. These 3 accounts demands a debit if mabawasan sila. For example, liability. Liability is an utang. So, if mabawasan ang atong utang, kailangan ta mag-debit. If madungagan ang atong utang, kailangan ta mag-credit. It's as simple as that. By the way, nakalimot to discuss na unsa ning unang ka-account. Dividends or drawings are transactions nga nagagawas ta og asset sa business para i-distribute sa mga owner. So if naay mga transaction nga magpagawas ta og kwarta or assets or resources sa business nga ihatag sa mga owner, that's a dividend that is considered drawings. Expenses, mga gastos na sila. Assets, these are the resources, the things that the business owned and controlled. Examples would be cash, accounts receivable, supplies, inventory, land, equipment. Liabilities, mga utang. Equity, this is the portion nga para sa mga tag-iya. So, it includes capital, kanang gina-contribute sa mga tag-iya. That's part of equity. It also includes our profits in the previous period. So, that's also part of our equity. And then, kaning revenue and income, basically, these are our halin. Ano lang siguro, no? So, medyo dagang jargons, no? Mag-discuss na ako. Feel free lang nga mangutana if dili kayo klaro. Okay? Take note, ha? Not all increases are debit. Dili tanan ginadungagan is debit. Dili tanan ginabawasan kay credit. It will always depend on what account. So, again, example, if the account is expense, para madungagan ang expense, we debit it. Pag liability na siya, yung gusto nato dungagan, credit. So, refer lang ta ani nga kodigo. So, muna siya kung ginaingon sa mga estudyante. Always refer sa kodigo. So, hopefully, gets na ninyo. Kung wala, problema kayo na. So, let's have some example. Okay, January 1. So, January 1, Mr. John started a business with 300,000 cash. So, the first step is to analyze. Ano sa may nahitabo? John is the owner. Okay? And then, nagsugod siya og business. Gibutangan niya og cash na 300,000 ang iyahang business. So, there is a transfer of cash from the owner to the business. Take note, para kay kinsa ta naga-record, para sa business. And since si business ang nakadawat sa kwarta, then nadungagan ang ato ang kwarta. So, there is an increase in cash. And asa gikan sa owner. So, since sa owner sa gikan, that is an equity. So, nadungagan ang asset, nadungagan pod ang equity. That is why our journal entry for January 1 is debit, cash, credit, capital. Kay atong cash nadungagan, that is an asset. And again, ang asset, pag madungagan, debit. Ang equity, pag madungagan, credit. Mao nang inani ang ato ang entry. So, next transaction. He purchased, dili si Mr. John, the business. The business ang atong gina-refer sa he. He purchased goods for cash 1,500. So, this means nga Sa 300,000 nga gibutang ni Mr. John sa business, 1,500 of that was spent. So naay gipamalit, this is the account, and then nagbayad ta og cash nga 1,500. So the accounts are purchases goods and then cash. What happened to cash? Nabawasan si cash. And for purchases, nadungagan si purchases. So both of these are considered assets. So purchases, asset man nadungagan, we debit it. Cash, asset ni siya, nabawasan, we credit it. So let us end there. And kung gusto niyo siya ipadayon, feel free to visit ito lang siyang website. Feel free to visit Finance Strategist and answer this transaction. Nalang dali sa baba ang iyahang journal entries. So there you have it, the rules of debit and credit and how to make basic journal entries. Let me know if you have questions, clarifications, and by the way, if you wanted to learn more about accounting, feel free to give me a message so that we can schedule a one-on-one morag tutorial. And if you're interested in securing yourself, your family, and your dependents, get an insurance, and ayun, I can assist. Kato lang and magabi.